Hey everyone, I'm Nicole Robinson coming to you with another episode of Meet the Mustangs. Today we have the honor of talking to Mr. Robert Hayes. How are you today, Mr. Robert?
How are you? Good. I'm doing really well.
That's good. So, how are you handling yourself during this pandemic? We'll start with
Whew.
that. Just to get to ease in there, just to see how you're doing, because this is a crazy time for all of us right now. So, how are you doing during this pandemic?
I'm doing well. Me and the family are keeping together. We're keeping strong. Um, I'm actually a brother of another player on the Mustangs. We see each other at least 3 times a week. I'm working. Glad to say I'm essential. You know what I mean? But it's just my main concern is just remaining healthy. You know what I mean? Just staying in the good graces. Thanks to the Lord, everyone in my family is out of the hospital and not even involved in most of that.
Well,
It's a
that's
transition though, getting used to going to the store with the mask, or even just us getting together as a team. We do a little bit of conditioning from time to time, and that's been a transition. But um, and like none for nothing, but I feel like I'm getting by better than most. But it could be better. Anything could be better.
yeah.
But
Where do
I
you
can't
work? If,
complain.
where do you work, if you don't mind me asking?
So I do property management for this company, J&N Property Management, based out of North Haven. We work for the banks. So we help with foreclosures and evictions of houses, and then we also just help getting buildings up to par, building code violation, regulation, stuff like that. So I do mostly general labor in any stance, like carpentry work to masonry work. So I can repave your driveway, but I can also fix your garage door. You know what I mean?
Oh wow,
So
man
yeah,
of
I've
many
always been
talents.
handy. Yeah,
I see. Well, that's good. Um,
definitely. It just keeps me active.
that's good. So why don't you start with telling me a little bit about where you're from, your childhood, things that you like to do growing up.
Uh, yeah, New Haven Hospital born. Around 13, moved to West Haven, made the transition, becoming a Westie. Played 2 years of varsity football there, junior senior year. Then went off to Gateway, played for the SWC Grays. Then went to finish college up at Southern, and then after that, I just hopped right into the workplace environment. So I got 5 years of construction in me. After finishing ball in a high school and collegiate level, I noticed the Connecticut Ravens were the time at the time. And I played my first year there. We went to the playoffs. I started at linebacker, and then we became from the Ravens to the Mustangs. And now the transition was from defense to offense. So now I'm play fullback for Coach Brett Harding. And I've enjoyed myself. I have 2 rings, semi-pro level. We've done the trip to Florida. I've played flag football on the national level. We've been to Florida for that as well. I've done tournaments in New York, Pennsylvania, Philly, specifically. Yeah, football has literally been my whole life since I was in the 5th grade.
Oh,
I coach at Evan O'Brien Tech, varsity defensive coordinator, and I've also coached at West Haven. I've done the freshman program there. I've done junior varsity there. So if there's football around, I'm either in it or I'm coaching it. You know what I mean?
I
It just
see.
it's the one thing that makes me genuinely smile. You know what I mean?
Well, that's good. That's good. And I see you've been, like you said, you've been playing it since the fifth grade. But honestly, what made you get into it? Is it just something that you said, I just want to try, or did something happen and you say, you know what, this looks like a nice thing. I want to do it, and then you fell in love. Like, how did you even get your start?
Honest, and this is can't even make it up. So peer pressure got me onto the team. A bunch of friends were doing it. They're like, Rob, you might as well. I mean, why are you gonna be in the house all day? So I went to the first day of practice. It was Wexford Grant middle school football. I was in New Haven at the time on West Ivy Street, and I had to walk from Dixwell Ave all the way down to Wexford Grant. And my mother was overprotective. First day of practice, she said, "I don't know where you think you're going or where you've been at, but you're not going back." And I guess the rebellious stage of me started early because I kept going back, and I just fell in love from then on. Like I was a heavy set kid growing up, so it's the one thing you feel like you can do and not be made fun of. Like
That's
football fits every shape and size. You know what I mean?
that is definitely
So to have that outlook, yeah. So to have that outlook and be able to do something that I won't be made fun of, my friends are all doing it. It's It gets me out the house. You know what I mean? It was something that just made me like happy at an early age. So you just want to keep doing it. And then you get better as you go. And now you're not just getting participation trophies, you're actually winning games. And now you're building bonds with brothers and people that you never even knew you'd even have stuff in common with. So I just got stuck. And then just now you start watching at home and now you have dreams. Now you're like, that could be me one day. You know what I mean? So a lot of stuff transitioned to the love of the game, but it's going to keep growing as you grow. The more you play.
Yeah. Well, I hope you're still friends with those people who peer pressured you, because I mean, if they didn't peer pressure you, who knows where you would be right now, you know?
I'm honestly still friends with all of them.
That's good.
And it's
That's
from
good.
so long ago.
So you mentioned to have a set of questions here, but some of the things you're saying, I don't need to ask those questions. But you did mention that before it was the Mustangs, it was the Ravens. And
Connecticut Ravens, yes.
Connecticut Ravens. And was it just for the love of the sport that you just decided to say, hey, I want to do this? Or was it just like, did you go into it saying, I definitely want to try semi-pro football just to do it, or continue it for the love?
I would have to say it's a mixture of both, because I never heard of semi-pro before a few friends of mine were playing, you know what I mean? Some people that didn't make it to the college that they wanted. So they were like, hey, we need some players, join the team, you know what I mean? So I wanted to give it a shot, see if I still had it, you know. And then that was my first year meeting our head coach previous. It was Jerry Gray. And then I believe the owner of the Ravens was Todd Kennedy and it was a whole new environment for me, you know what I mean? It was how do I say? It was a better outlook for the people that still wanted to be on the field but couldn't make it to the pros. And it was something that you needed that like didn't complicate your work schedule.
That's good.
But it was also available on the weekends. You know what I mean? Something that you could do and just be happy. So I was like, yeah, let's give it a shot. And me, like I've always been win or lose. If I'm on the field, I'm happy. Like I'm gonna make this for me. And they gave me that opportunity. So I would never like talk bad about them and their organization and how they supported me through what I wanted to do. Because Jerry Gray was helping me to get back into college, like to like try to finish my goal of, you know, making it to the NFL or even a pro day. Like he helped me get to arena football. I was on a practice squad for like a season. And, you know, yeah, and that's just thanks to him, but also thanks to, you know, the outlook of semi-pro football. Because the organization, even though it gets underlooked, it's really helpful for a lot of men between the age of 21 to however old you want to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's literally every other sport has like a D League or something, that minor league like baseball or D League basketball. Like football doesn't really have, other than a practice squad, a league in America that people who weren't top tier talent can still play and get paid. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
Because there's no real, you know, luckily in our contract as a Mustang, we do get covered in insurance and everything. So like if anything happens, it's covered. But it's not something like, you know, I'm not making 51 million like Tom Brady or something. But
exactly. Because I think if you was making Tom Brady money, we wouldn't even be able to have this interview right now.
Yeah, you know that, right? You know that.
Okay.
I don't think anyone answers their own Zoom calls when they're really famous.
Exactly. So you mentioned how you've been playing all these years, but what position do you play?
Jesus, we were just having a discussion too. I was always defensive. I was always either linebacker or defensive end. I have no defensive back skills at all. Please throw my way, you will score a touchdown. Like, but for doing it so long, I came to semi-pro and I said I want to try something new. I want to be a better player all around. So then Leroy Grant, our previous owner, moved me to fullback to help with our triple. I do it, but it was one I was really eager and I volunteered to be more used on the offense.
Okay.
And since then, I just started playing fullback for them. We won our first national championship in the ECFL. as the Connecticut Mustangs, and I was the starting fullback. We had a great game. The team played well. The linemen did everything they needed to do. Our quarterback, Jermaine Barnes, had a great rushing game. Our running back, Juwan Manning, did a great job. And I just blocked, That's my job. I just love to block. I love to help. I love to hit something. So
That's
we had a
good.
great offense that year.
If you don't mind me asking, how tall and how big are you? Because you said you love to block, but I don't know much about football, but I know you can't be little and trying to block. You're gonna get run over.
So I'm 222 pounds, and I'm about 5'11", 5'6", in between. So 6'6".
It's not that big.
It's not. But
Not that
the
big.
one thing a coach always says is not the size of your body, the size of your heart. So it's really just drive your feet and hand placement.
That's true. And you talk like you have a big heart for football. So that's a good thing because you sound very passionate about what you do and what you want to do with this game. So that's really good because a lot of people just do it because it's something to do. But when you love what you do, you continue to do it and you do it well. So
it takes years of practice. This isn't something you just jump in, though. For one, your body has to be built for the wear and tear. The 2 days, the 3 days, the heat, the pads, just 4 quarters period. So it's not for everyone, but everyone can enjoy it.
That's true. That's true. Well, so besides for the love of football, what do you wish to get out of playing with the Mustangs?
Honestly, I really just want to keep playing football until I can't anymore. You know what I mean? Like out of the Mustangs program itself, I love the brotherhood I have. I love the opportunity to play full pads, home and away. We get to travel. The opportunity to compete is outstanding. You know what I mean? There's real great competition in Rhode Island, in Massachusetts, and then when we go to Florida. But I think I play football itself, no matter what the team is. You know what I mean? I think I just do it for the camaraderie, like the brotherhood of it, the in between the trenches, the hard work you got to put in. Like it's just something that, like I said, like not everyone can do it. So I feel like a select few, and then when they're on your team, they really become your family. So like I do anything for my brothers. You know what I mean?
That's good. Yeah.
And out of the Mustangs, I think I just want this organization to be more an organization, but just a family. And like, because in this time right now, all we have is really our family. Like, and just to know that I have a few more brothers to have my back is really the greatest thing.
Yeah.
Because there's a great bunch of guys on this team, like all 53 of us. We might not all click, but we get the job done.
Yeah, but that's family though. You may not always click all the time, but you're still brothers. That at the end of the day, that's what's most important. So you said you want to continue to play for as long as you can.
As long as I can.
How long do you feel like you have left in your body to play this game?
I'm stopping at 29.
So it's a done deal. Like at 29, you're done.
29 is it. I'm done. Done.
Okay.
Done. I already told myself. I said, I don't know who you think you is fooling anymore. It's getting hard now. And I'm only 26.
How old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
25.
25, okay. Yeah, I will say, over 30, sometimes it goes downhill. I'm about to be 40, so it's definitely hard once you get a little older. Right. But what if at 29 your body says, I still can go? Would you continue to go, or you're just gonna say, nope, I'm 29 and I'm done?
I will continue to go play flag football on Sundays in Bridgeport. GCFFA, boy. I'm not having no one throw a helmet in this body of mine no more.
I hear you though. You gotta take care of yourself so that you can be healthy.
I'm telling you, there's some talent out there, and they come to hit like they don't got work in the morning. I have work. I can't be doing this. We don't get a few days to recover like in high school and college. Like, nah, I got work.
Exactly. And you gotta just keep going and keep going and keep going. And You know, that's tough as you get older.
Ibuprofen doesn't work like it used to.
Oof, tell me about it.
I'm telling you.
So, besides work
Mm-hmm.
and football, do you have
Mm-hmm.
anything else that occupies your time right now? I would have asked if you were married, but you said you're only 25, so I'm assuming you're not married. I'm
Not
assuming
married.
I'm assuming no kids.
No
So,
kids.
so do you have any other hobbies, anything that you like to do besides the football? Because clearly you love football. And it sounds like you love your job, you're very handy. But what else do you like to do with your spare time?
All right, cool. So spare time, we definitely take a lot of naps because naps are needed. I'm a great chef. I can cook.
Mm.
Um, Seeing how nothing's open, I've been going on hikes. So hiking is my new hobby.
Oh, nice.
Make make sure you get that down. Sleeping Giant, we go 3 days a week,
Oh,
and
3 days a
yeah,
week. See, that's how you
3 days a
stay
week.
fit too.
Got to. No, I'm real simple. I'm real like it's sleep, eat, work, repeat. Like it's just stay out of trouble if you're never in trouble. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
and like you said, yeah.
Exactly.
So I'm no kids. I'm seeing this lovely lady though. She's doing a great job being there for me. I'm quite a mess in my own way, but
Well, good luck to her.
right. But that's it though. I really have nothing else. Like I said, I would throw coaching in there, but that goes into the football aspect. So that's pretty much all I do.
Okay. All right. So, just one last question for you.
Mhm.
Um, what do you plan next after football? I know you just mentioned you would throw coaching in as one of your hobbies. Do you think that's something that you would want to do after you are no longer playing with the Mustangs to maybe coach them?
Not them, but I'm
Not
definitely looking
them.
collegiate. Yeah,
Okay.
collegiate.
Okay.
So I'm doing the high school now, so I can get my years on my resume, so I can do the college thing. I really want to be a college defensive coach.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, but either side of the ball, offense or defense. But I definitely want to coach the collegiate level. If I could coach my alma mater, that'd be nice. But anywhere I could go, just to get my feet wet, and then if I can go back to West Haven High, that'd be my dream, like to be where I was and to
Yeah. Yeah. To be where
enlist the
you
same
were, get
traditions
them
that I
back.
had. Yeah,
Yep. Yep. And
but
where
that's
what
it.
high school do you coach at now?
Emmett O'Brien Tech.
Okay. Okay.
So that's based out of Ansonia,
Nice.
Class S. Yeah.
So I see football is definitely your life, which which is definitely a great thing. I want to ask you, where did because on the paper I have, it says
It says
Robert.
Matt.
Yes. Where did the Mac come from?
Uh, uh, so this is my first year changing it to Mac. It's usually because my name is Mack Hayes. I've always
Okay.
been a Mac. Like, you know what I mean? And Return of the Mac's my favorite song ever, period. Don't ever try to bring nothing else up. Return of the Mac is it. Like this
Oh,
classic jam plays at
mm,
every function.
you took it back.
Return out of Mac, boy. But so this is the one year like I have so many jerseys, you know what I mean? They all say 22, they all say Hayes, they all say like Hayes Jr. I have Hayes with the numeral symbols on them. So I was like, let's do something different. Let's be original for once. So then me and a group of my friends said, let's just do our nicknames. So we did a few of them, and just spraying it up because, like you said, it's supposed to be fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's semi-pro. Let's enjoy it. I frame like 4 of my jerseys now. This is something for when I do have kids. I can let them know, hey, your dad used to be a little something back in the day. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. And if
But
he
I
has
just got
a son, he can follow in your footsteps.
trying to get a 22, a little 22. But yeah, I just Mack Hayes, and then I didn't want to put Mack Hayes on it, so I was like, let me just go Mac, and then I was like, that's it. So we either Mac train something. A few of my friends, I got Cash, I got Smooth, I got Willow, I got Fuller. It's a lot of us. Big
Oh
U,
gosh.
the Don Donnie, So our group just want to say, let's be original, let's be ourselves, and let's
Exactly.
be who we always been. And I agreed with the idea, and I said, let's just do it. Let's do it big. Because this is supposed to be our year. This is our year. We got new owners. We got a new coaching staff, new jerseys, new goals.
New everything, new goals, new everything. So hopefully you guys can get out on the field this year with everything that's going on, this craziness. But it's a good thing that you guys are still doing your conditioning and your practicing and stuff, so that way you don't get stale and no one gets lazy and out of shape.
No, yeah.
So
I gotta.
that's good. But that I will say, I think that's it for me. I'd like to thank you for taking your time out today to talk to me and to do this interview. And it has been a pleasure. And this concludes another episode of Meet the Mustangs with Mr. Robert Hayes, number 22 of Connecticut Mustangs.
Mack.